What was your journey? How did you start joining IT industry?
It was a choice, I would say, not something that I ended up with.
That time you found that, yeah, definitely, this is my choice. This is my passion in tech.
During my internship, I would say,
What is the one misconception about IT industry?
the pressure, toxic.
What kind of skills is necessary to join in IT industry?
IT is combination of creative and the logical thinking. Open up to learn things. You must be good with logical thinking, good with communication.
What's the challenging moment?
There will be lots of changes client need, and we cannot say no to them.
Why do you think Hyderabad is the IT hub in India?
I think education and the opportunity, political alignment, South India is really good with the education of IT.
How do you think the measure of impact of AI on IT industries?
Again, you need to learn how to use AI. If you skip to learn AI, you are replaced.
How do you see the future of industry with AI?
There will be heavy release for the fraud detection, safety and security, and to track performances of candidates. The more you use AI, the more opportunities will be created. More jobs will also be created.
What's a piece of advice for the people who want to join in industries?
Focus 2 to 3 hours on your skill because there are a lot of people. There's a lot of competition.
Do you think these colleges are up to that level that they are giving the skills and what's necessary for the IT industries? They can teach police students or no?
I think no.
If you want to pass one lesson to your next generation, or what it would be?
Give time to people who care for you. Put efforts where people are putting effort for you. Do whatever you like. If you fail...
Welcome to the N.S Show Beyond Boundaries. My guest is my friend Maulik Jivani. He started his journey into software designer and now works in IT at higher use company. We are recording from Hyderabad city. It is known for scale tech talent, thriving startups and global IT companies like Meta, Amazon, Flipkart, Google, and so on. Today, we dive deep into Maulik's journey, challenges, and the lessons from IT world. So let's welcome him to the show. Welcome Maulik to the show, and we are honored to have you. So let's begin from what was your journey? How did you start to joining IT industry? Like, is it based off your own choice or it happened randomly to you? How was that? If you take us to that journey.
It was a choice, I would say, not something that I ended up with. But since I was a child, I was somewhere interested into computers. I was not sure about going into IT or hardware or software, but I was really interested in computers. Like, I want to do something in that. On the later half, had some counselings, which career should be best for me. Had some counseling sessions. You must be aware about the RISE, where our communities are organizing this program to get an interview, to get a counseling session with experts that will be helping us to decide what career is suitable for you and what career you should be really looking forward, right? So that's what I had a counseling. A little back of the mind, it was already decided that I want to go something with the science field only. Some competitions involved, but then after the counseling, I chose to go for one of the universities and ended up in the karate career. But yeah, it was a choice and it was not something that I ended up with. And I would really say that it is really good decision that made by the God or by the universe, I don't know. But it was one of the best decisions that I ended up in the IT company.
That's really great.
Yeah.
How is that you're working in IT company? Like, is it so interesting? How is the good moment what you have in your career?
So IT is something where you will get bored at some point of time because competitions are involved, the difficulties are involved. But that's the same thing for every profession, not only with IT. If you go with the doctors, then they have lots of pressure.
Definitely.
If you go with any other career, consulting, IT, non-IT, banking, finance, every career has its pros and cons. And at one point of time, each person will get bored of that point of. But if you keep working in that field, you will obviously upskill yourself as well. Once you upskill, you will get promoted to a new position. Once you are achieving that, there will be new challenges. There will be not the same challenges that you have been occurring since past few years or months or days. So once you upskill and once you are getting a new role or a higher position or higher responsibilities, because once you are a responsible person, then the focus shift on the other things as well, like how you lead the team, how you want your team to grow, or how you want your company to grow. So once you are over there, it will not be a boring anymore. But yeah, if you are just stuck at one point of time, it will be boring, to be honest. Not only in the IT, in any of the field. But yeah, if you if you are dedicated towards your work, and it will give you lots of benefits in the longer run.
Longer, yeah. Definitely. Do you remember like what was the first project or experience you had that time you found that yeah, definitely this is my choice and this is my passion and tick?
If I am not wrong, during my internship, I would say there was one project. It was something related to really of good of my experience. So how IT works, not only IT, any company works. Suppose you are studying X field,
Yes.
but there is not guarantee in the company that you will get X role only.
Yeah, yeah.
You will get Y role also. You will get Z role also. Right? There are different roles for one position. So suppose you are studying an engineering, right?
Yes.
So you are studying coding.
Yes.
You are selected for a company.
Yeah.
Right. So you go over in the company, you get the training. But it's not compulsory that you will only do coding. You might have to design also. You might have to look for the database also. You might have to look for overall things as well. You might have to look at front end as well. So even if you have studied front end, you might have to work in back end as well.
Yes.
That's how it goes in any company. Suppose you might have studied anything, but the role that company wants at that point of time can be different. So that was how firstly I got the role as backend, which is not my forte. I was not really interested in backend, but by the time I got a project in front end plus backend, that was something I was interested in. I was not only interested in backend. So once I got a project, I got a project where I need to work on both front end and the backend, which is really of my interest. So that was a project where I really found out that yeah, I think this is a thing that I wanted. Because if you only do one role, as I said, you will get bored.
Yeah.
But if you are getting new opportunities, will you keep on looking to I think excel and get any chance.
Explain further about finance, that the job or the first thing that you are doing, you're not interesting so much.
Yeah. Okay, so in the first project, I got a backend, as I said. There's something called interest, right? So I was more interested in front end plus backend, not only the backend. Because in backend it works like you are not able to see what is going on. You just need to play with the terminal, and you don't get to see whatever is going on. Suppose there's a design.
Yes.
If you want to draw a square,
Yes.
you can able to see that there is a square on the screen.
Oh.
But in the backend, you are not able to see that the square has been made. You have to see the typing only. You cannot visualize what is going on. That was something that I usually don't prefer. I prefer a combination of both. But I can't say no to the role because that's what company needed.
Yes.
And right. So it is something that I have to do, and I was like I was delighted to do that. There's no problem. But I got lots of learning from that as well. But if you ask me that why I didn't like that, that was only main reason that I cannot visualize that thing. But by the time if I was working in the backend lot in different projects as well, so I got habituated, and then it was fun. It was fun. Like now I don't have really any issue with backend or front end. Like now I enjoy both the things because I got an experience to just how to execute those things. So that's the thing, that if you are spending time in IT, the more you will get exposure to different things.
Yeah.
The more you'll be able to like those things.
You get more experience.
Yes. So experience, once you know how it would be working, how you want to get it done, how things are done, it will be quite easy. It will be quite interesting. You also have a good team, so that would be collaborating with each other. So yeah, that's how once you are into the field, you gain all this experience by the time, and you will not feel boring at later stage.
At all, it is like very interesting to you working with a team.
Yeah, right now it is because I got a good team, and right now it's doing very.
You gave me very good insights about how you entered into IT. You gain a lot of experience in that field. Previously, you were doing software designing, and now you shifted to consulting department. How it happened? Based on your choice, or was the interesting part of the consulting?
So once after my internship, or a few months after internship and the full-time job, so I began into the IT as a software developer in the backend and fun what it is. But on the later stage, the company they need a person to look after consulting as well. So currently I'm looking in the IT team as well. I'm not just quite left. I'm working with IT team as well as the consulting. So it works like there's a product, there's a client. Suppose you are a client.
Yeah.
Onboard you to solve your difficulties, consulting is required. But to develop that, a product team or tech team is required, IT team is required. So I'm working in both the teams too, so that the message has been clear between the two teams, like what is being expected, what are you supposed to do,
Yes.
and is the final outcome that is expected by the client, is it delivered or not? Because at the end, the company wants money, right? And then you want the salary. These are the two basic things, and I don't think anyone will deny you is this or not. But company needs money, you need salary at the end of the point of time. So once the product has been aligned between the consulting and the IT team, it has been happily delivered to the client. So once the client is happy, they'll pay more, right? They'll pay more services, they'll pay more softwares. They recommend to other companies as well that go to this company. They are doing very good solutions. To give them alignment between the two teams, so between the product, they offered me that you should go with the consulting as well as the IT team, and that will benefit you as well as the company. So in the future, I can go with any role, IT or the consulting. That's up to me.
The relation between the consulting department and designing department, like you're receiving the data, what the customer needs, and you're handovering this to designing department.
So to break down this, suppose like I don't onboard the client, but once a client is onboarded in the company, that you'll be buying our services or product, whatever. Client will share whatever they want. Client wants that XYZ things need to be auto, or a client wants that I don't want this to be done manually. I want these things to be done automatically. Yeah. So they will tell this to me as a consulting. So I have to pass this message to the IT team, my team, or I will also be working in that. That this is how it should be designed. Once the design is ready, it is again sent to the consulting team, and then consulting team will pitch or the give a demo like that. This is how the solution is provided. Are you happy with that or not? Client says, I'm happy with that. We can go ahead with. Most of the times, client need changes. Like, no, I want these things to be done in this way. This is not the way we want it. You need to do these changes. So we'll again go back to the ID team, make the changes, we can go back to consulting.
After several trials between you and the designing team and also the customer, then you're approving that. Take us to your day by day, what you're doing, how it's looking like.
Okay, so my office works from 12:30 to 8:39 o'clock. Once I log into the office, maybe the first thing I do is checking the mails, checking the messages sent by the team. What are the outlines for the day? What I need to be doing in this whole day? Prepare just a list that okay, these X, Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks need to be done like today. This type, get it done in by idea. Like I can write it on the board or on the laptop, like around the board. But the first thing in the mail, checking the mails, checking the messages, replying to the mails and messages, getting this list done. That what are the action items for today? Then it's already been 1 o'clock. Like 12:30, I log in. 1 o'clock, I will do all these things. By 1:15, I'll just go for the lunch. Once lunch is done with team or the friends, whatever. After post lunch, I'll have few meetings with the client, with IT team or else the consulting team. Once the calls are done, it will be 2 and 4 hours, like not that like 1 hour point and just work. It will be 2 to 3 meetings in a row, and then implementing whatever has been said in the meeting into the product by the IT team. So the meetings are part of consulting team, the work is part of IT team. Like that, it's divided. So once that the meetings are done, get back to work, do some coding, do some designing, then when go for a break again, maybe a tea or coffee. If I'm just hungry, I'll just grab something. Once that is done, again meetings and all, maybe some team bonding activities, maybe just look out with some fun, just a chit chat and all.
That's great.
Yeah. Then we do have a good park down the office, so maybe just go for a walk. That's a good view of the Hyderabad. There's a lot of tall towers and all those things. So it's just a good look. And then get back to the work, code, meetings. That's the same thing. By 8:39, I'll just log out.
Really interesting. All fun and working.
Yeah. So if I don't, if not only me, if no one just interact with the team or just not have any kind of chit chat, it will be boring. Yeah. So people usually say the coding is boring. But when you have a good team and a good people, it won't be boring.
Okay. I want to come back to your role. How the designing skills were experience helping you in this consultancy?
So earlier, consultant was not knowing how the work is being done, right? Suppose I'm the person who is making a toffee or any chips, right?
Yes.
But I don't know how it tastes. I just know how to make it, but I don't know how it tastes. Then it's not alignment. If I know how it has been made, and how it is tasted, like is it tasting salty, it is tasting spicy, I can deliver it better.
Yes.
So that's an experience which
You have that case now. You had that experience.
Yes. So once I have this experience that okay, this is how it has been made, and then if it is made in this way, this is how it tastes. It will save the time. Like I need not to make five times to get that taste. And I know that the proper amount of spices that should be mixed up to have that taste. Just an example. I know it's a weird example, but that's how it's been done. So I know XYZ is done in the IT department, and this will give some result to the consulting department. So that bridge has been made, so that time has been saved and better results, I would say.
That's phenomenal. Let's talk about like IT industry is so big and it's growing so fast, especially in this era. Like I know IT people, they're really doing great job about the facilitating of the life of the people around the world. What do you think? What is the one misconception about IT industry?
The misconception I would say is that the pressure some backs. I know pressure is there. It will be there in any field. It's not only IT field. If you work in backend, there will be pressure. Without IT, there will be pressure. But there's one more thing that people say that there's a lot of it and there's only work. If I compare with my company, there's only 40% of activities, 60% of work. Well balanced, so that employee is not leaving the company. So if you take care of an employee, like throwing them the bonuses, throwing them the parties, throwing them the goodies, it will keep on motivating him or her to work towards the company. So people say that it is pressurable, toxic, all those things, but I don't feel that way because pressure is there everywhere. It's not only in the IT companies, I say. So there's a misconception about that. And people say there is a huge salary, crores of salary, that the money is for your experience and for your skill. And that's money is same in any field. If there's a CA, there's a good fees, right? Chartered accountants. So like that only. The money is only for the skills and the experience, not that IT person is really get a lots of salary. When that's a misconception.
Many people are like interested to join IT industry, and they want to be software developer, software designer in any part of this industry. So what kind of skills is necessary for them? How they can prepare for this mindset to join in IT industry?
So IT is combination of creative and the logical thing, two things, right? So the one needs to be open up to learn things because every day the new technologies are coming.
Yeah.
If you see, there was not any kind of AI before 2-3 years, but now there's a lot of ChatGPT, AI, Gemini, all those things. So you need to get ready for this change. The first thing that you need to be able to learn and grasp the things, like you will be really looking forward that I can do a problem in two ways, which is a better way, which is a less time consuming and better result giving way. I'll take that. So first thing is learning. Second thing, the mindset. I said learning mindset. The skills, if you ask me, that's critical thinking, logical thinking, and collaboratively working in the team. And these things are major skills. Usually communication, logical and communication thing too. These 3-4 skills are really important. Coding skills. These are the few skills that company will look for, and you'll be working in and out in these skills daily. It's not that you'll be working once a year or twice a year or once a month, but this is a thing that you'll be applying daily in your life, and you must be not a master, but at least skilled so that you can go to the master.
Suppose like if you are in a hiring position, like as I said, if you're working in IT industry, a fresher is coming to you and giving a CD and you're accepting for an interview.
Yeah.
How you're evaluating him based off the paper, what he is writing, or how you know the truthness behind the scenes, what about the person you are hiring him?
Understood. Mostly the interviewers look for the confidence at the first point of time. Is the person confident of what he has written in the resume or not? So what happens sometimes, I can take examples of my friends that they built a resume, they don't know what they've written in there. So when the interviewer asks them that you have done this project, how you did this, is blank. So knowing whatever you have written in the resume is the most important thing. Even if you fake it over there, I would not recommend that. But whatever you have written, you just have the knowledge in and out of that thing, projects, internships, skills, everything. You must be knowing in and out or whatever has been presented on that paper, because questions will be generated from that paper only.
Yes.
So first thing is confidence. How confidently are you replying that I have done this things? It is determining the resume. Are you resonating with your words or not? That's the one thing. Second thing is communication. Are you able to communicate the whatever you have written in proper way or not? Are you just fumbling, or are you just looking, or are you just think, is it done in right way or not? So communication. Third thing is number of internships. Are you experienced in the internships or not? And the fourth thing is certifications. So have you done enough skill-based work on yourself? Do you have enough certificates so that we can think, we can hire you? So those are 3 to 4 things complies on a selection of a candidate.
Yeah, really, you point out very good points for the people they are joining IT industries. Please be real, be confident. Whatever you're writing, you should know about everything that is in your CV. It should be real, at least. Yes.
You must be aware of.
There is another thing about hiring process. Many people think about this IT company, they'll value the communication or the problem solving skills than coding skills.
So communication, again, the key. One of the most important factors. You talk about logical thinking and those. So in IT company, it is compulsory. There will be one round of interview which is totally based on logical and creative thinking, critical thinking. So yes, it is relevant in today's days as well, that you must be good with logical thinking, good with communication, good with political thinking, because they will be testing. The beginning round is only about that. If you are able to qualify that round, then only you will be able to going forward with the interview process. Still relevant, and it will be relevant for a few like years.
Okay, take us to your first interview.
Two cases are not my first interview. The company which I'm working for right now. So I got an on-campus placement. So the company visits our colleges. They takes a test interviews and they will just hire if we are the right candidate for them. My first interview was company which was data analytics based. So I gave my resume and got shortlisted. I gave a few tests, like whatever entrance exam. So not entrance exam, interview exams and those coding routes. I gave that. I cleared that, but I did not clear the person interviews. The one-on-one interviews, like how manager talks with the candidate, right? The issue was that they were more looking toward database role, but I was more inclined to a coding me. That's why we didn't fit in the role. Like, so the company was looking for a candidate who is good with data analytics, data science, and all those things. And my skill was more based on the coding base, the back end and the front end. So my alignment didn't go well. That's why. And that happened for a bit.
Could you explain more about data analytics, data science?
So
What's the difference with coding?
yeah, so coding is something which you build. Like the product is made. Suppose if you are using a phone, the software, the apps that it has, it's been coded.
Yeah.
But do we need that app? It's been done by the data analytics. How rarely people are using that app? Is this app successful or not? What new features people are demanding from that app? All those things will be done by taking surveys, interacting with the people. If you see, there'll be, if you use an app for a day, there'll be a pop-up, how many stars you want to get back or not. So once you submit that, it has been reviewed by the different teams. So do we need to add this feature or not? It all goes for the data analytics and all this. That's an example, okay? So that's how data analytics work. Like, is it been, what changes need to be done to make it a better product or a successful product or make more money on that? And but it is built via coding.
That's interesting. It's reviewing the product. How is it working? The floor, accepting that or no? The download, what is necessary for a script?
Yeah, just an example. Like there'll be a lot different tools because I'm not properly in a data field. But yeah, this is just an example of how it works.
Okay, we spoke about the pressure, like in the office, we were working. The pressure is everywhere, and the deadline is everywhere. Especially there is a deadline for several customers. We have one deadline. How do you handle this out?
Okay, so in my company, there will be days where I log out at 6 o'clock. Even though my time is at 8:39, I might log out at 6 o'clock because my work is done. But there will be also days that I log out at 12 o'clock, night 12 o'clock, or night 1 o'clock, even though my time is still 8:30 or night. So there will be difference. Like if there's a lot of work, there will be deadline. You need to work for those days. And there will be end moment changes. There will be end moment difficulties coming that something is not working. You need to fix that. And that might take lots of hours. So that you need to work at night sometimes. Sometimes you need to work on weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes you have to work. So that's how this deadlines has been managed. But usually, sometimes monthly, once or twice, these things happen, not on a daily basis. But yeah, once or twice per month is okay.
And you have to complete your test by the time.
Yes. So by the time you need to complete it, and I'm okay with working like on the weekends or the extra time because commitment is something is being given right to the company. Yeah, this will be done, and it comes on the reputation of the company. Suppose XYZ client is coming to you, and you're not able to provide that in the deadline, there will be name would get spoiled between different companies, right? So the reputation is in our hands, so we need to provide that thing.
Yes.
The value which we provide.
You have to drive that. What's the challenging moment at your work ideas?
Challenging moment that there will be lots of changes client needs lots of changes, and we need to do it. There will be times where there will be hundreds of mails from one client, this change XYZ changes continuously, and we cannot say no to them that we will not provide the solution. We have to come up with a solution and provide them. So that's the only challenging work. I would say that the demands of clients, sometimes it's really unexpected or unacceptable, but at the end we are responsible to provide them the value.
You have to provide that.
Yes, I have to provide the value, and that's why they are paying us, right? If you don't provide them value, they will not pay us. And that's so simple.
Okay, what's the learning part of this challenge?
Learning part that you have to be ready. The changes can come anytime. The client can come up anytime. Even if we first he was happy, the next day he can say, "No, I don't want this." I want this, this. Right? So the learning that could be the only thing that be ready for the challenges thrown away from client to you. The second thing is there's one more challenge of team. Like not everyone is same skilled person.
Yes.
Right. Not everyone is very much secure. Many people are insecure about their work. They yeah, XYZ person is doing better than me. Why I'm not doing? So there will be this thing in the team. So being a person who is kind of leading a team, I need to make sure that these feelings are not there between the candidates. That I need to give them a comfort level that they're able to express themselves freely, at least to me. And I don't force them to express to the other teammates, but they can anytime come up to me and talk about that is bothering them. So to maintain that friendly environment between the two people.
Hey, you're doing a great job, like in leading a team and equally distributing the task and to create a friendly zone among all other. Like sometime when you couldn't complete the task based of the deadline, it's out of the deadline. How will you handle these clients here coming over you and talking to you, and they did not complete this? Or maybe inside of your team, or maybe the boss you're working with him.
There'll be something called bonding between the clients. So sometimes the work is delayed, but you have good bond or a good relation with the client, then you're okay with that. But there'll be clients that are very stubborn, very strict, very straightforward. They just say on your face, no, I don't want this. Why do I relate? This is not built. Get in the terms. Like this is what we had already decided. So at that time, I think the convincing and the polite talk that only works till date with me. Because if I ask and request them that can we have a day, like you need not to say that it is not done. You can say that it will be done by tomorrow. Can we give it? We need a day or time for a day. Can you please give us that? So if we focus on the solution, like yeah, it is not done today, but we can definitely provide you by tomorrow. That's a solution, right? It is not done is a problem, but it will be done by tomorrow. It's a solution. So if you ending or if you convey in that way,
Yes.
that yeah, there will be few issues with this thing, but it can be done by tomorrow, by this time, and after that you can go with the testing, and it'll be okay. Yeah, no worries. It will take just a day, no worries. That's fine. If it's a really serious issue, big issue, then we can have to be bluntly honest that yeah, the software is not working, or we are working on that. We'll be needing extended times for this work. So the client usually agrees because if you provide them the real genuine issue, he also understand because even he's running company. He knows what are challenges being faced by the company.
Very sure.
Right, yeah. So that's not a big deal, to be honest. Usually client understand. There are a few clients who is very stubborn and very straightforward. Some doesn't handle them with the polite talks.
Are you working with second party or third party?
I don't know that. It's totally based on our company. Only we only build, we only create, and we only deliver.
If you would have that also, that's a big another challenge.
Yeah, that's a big challenge. We need to be dependent on the boss.
We discuss a lot of good things, and let's discuss about the upgrading our skills. So as you mentioned like previously, we need to upgrade our skills and we should learn new things to enter into IT industry. Basically, what kind of a skill is more necessary to be upgraded or to be learned to join industry?
I think it needs to depend on what kind of work you are doing. So different roles will have different connectivities. Suppose, as I said, front end, the back end is connected to that. The design is connected to that. The database is connected to that. So if you are skilled with database, you can look or learn the front end. If you are good with front end, you can learn back end. If you are good with back end, you can again go back to database. If you are good with database, you can go to SQL. If you like, it's all connected to each other. So the skills, which you want to upgrade, once you are in a particular role, the work will only push you to learn that skill. Whether it is project management, communication, anything, it will be related to whatever work you do. Once you are in the industry, you'll also figure out that okay, this is the work I am doing. This might be the next work I will be doing. So before that, I'll just grab these skills so that it could be easy for me to just understand and the work be interesting.
One part, before getting experience, we need to refer some source. Maybe is it a book, videos, or what was the source that you used before joining to the industry that you have created your skills and you learn about your career?
Okay. So usually people recommend that you should go for books when you are in the IT department because that's a very good documentation. Wow. But I'm not the person who reads book. I usually followed a course or a YouTube. Mostly my coding journey has been learned from the YouTube, to be honest. The free resources, the rich content done by the YouTube creators. Thank you, YouTube creators. But my most major source was YouTube and few courses because my college is providing us the license of Coursera. Coursera is a platform to learn the courses on any topic. So I had a license, like free license for a longer time. So I was learning from the Coursera and the YouTube. Those were the two main sources. And no matter how much you learn, the more you put in the practice, that only you'll be able to understand that whether you know or not.
Yes.
Suppose you're watching a video. Okay, yeah, I understand. That's fine. This is easy. That's easy. But if you close this video, try it on your own, it's not done.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it is not done.
You have to practice that. You have to do it.
So not only watching, you need to implement once you are done with the video, whatever you have learned.
Yeah.
Just implement that thing. Then only you will be able to know that, yeah, I'm good with this, I can go next part.
Yeah.
But if you're not good with that, you need to repeat again the same thing. You need to watch that video. You need to see where am I going wrong. So that's how it's been done.
We should apply the theory to practical fields. That's how you understand what's working, what's not working. Did you learn something or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Or it was just a time pass for a YouTube for an hour. This, yeah, you watch something, but you didn't understand.
Yeah. Why do you think Hyderabad is the IT hub in India?
I think not only from now, but from the previous time only. If you can see the leaders in the IIT hub, Sundar Pichai, APJ Abdul Kalam, like there are many examples. Those are from South India usually. Usually they have, so South India is that, I think, education and the opportunity which is not there in the other areas. Because the politically, this area has been catered in such a way that they have invited the company to establish here. Once the political alignment was good with the companies, the company started to invest here. And it has good land, good employees, educated employees, because South India is really good with the education of IT. The software education is really good. If you see Gujarat, it is good for the financial education.
Financial, yes.
You see IIMs and all, there's Gujarat, there's IIT. Like, so technically, whatever education is if you have to go for engineering, the JEE mains and exams, yes, Kota is the best place, people say. If you want to go for IAS and all those things, Raji, like Delhi is a good place. So like that, the education and the politicality has been covered in such a way that they have invited as a hub. So politically here in the Hyderabad, there will be alignment or what we are not aware of. But the first thing is education between the people is really good, so that they are able to communicate and apply those things. Secondly, as I said, politically, the companies will be invited to invest more over here. And that's where it has created more opportunities between the employers and the employers.
Yeah, and also good infrastructure. A corner of the city, they build good buildings, tall buildings, and they would have good infrastructure. It's like after the market, the IT people can work there. Many, like from Meta, Google, Amazon, Flipkart, iRadios, every center is here, and the people from different parts of the country, they are coming here and you're doing job, and that's really good. Yeah, that you told the political work has been done to come this IT industries.
Commute is also easy. Like if you see, travel is easy in Hyderabad. In the back is also IT hub. Yeah. Again, there are lots of IT companies working over there. So yeah, the commute, the travel, the infrastructure is in such a way that people are attracted over here.
How does Hyderabad city or this IT hub help into growth of career and opportunities than other cities?
So first, a really good opportunity that we have is options between the companies.
Yeah.
Suppose you are working in X company.
Yeah.
There will be lots of companies nearby you, right? So you meet people over there, over a break or something. You communicate. Okay, suppose we both are communicated. You are working in the company, I'm working in company. There's a vacancy in your company. So what is empty in your company? One of my friends need a role in that field. Yes, I can recommend this to you and you can get a job over there. So this networking and all those things, that will be helping to land a job easily. Secondly, as I said, you are surrounded by a company, you have options, not some options to go in which company. Because any point of time you will change company, right? You will not work in same company for years. Like there will be people who work in for years in same company, but at one point of time you will change it. So you have different options and opinions that yeah, this company is good, I can go there, I can get a good pay, I can get good opportunity, I can get good growth over there as well. So you have that privilege.
Yeah, more opportunities are here. Yes. Okay. This is the AI era and it's growing so fast and it's a profound impact over IT industries. And it's a vastly changing industry. How do you think the measure of impact of AI on IT industries? How is that?
Okay.
What's the good part? I should say, there shouldn't be bad part, but maybe there is something like what's the merit and demerits of this?
So I read this somewhere that AI will not replace humans, but it will replace humans who are not using AI. As if a person who is not aware of AI, how it's been used, will get replaced. But if a person who knows how to use AI for benefits, to make it his or her work done quickly, effectively, and in a more creative way, that person will stay in the industry. So AI will not remove, but if you know how to use an AI, you will create more jobs, I would say. So if you are aware of how to give good prompts, how to make your work done using an AI, how to make a good code using an AI, it will reduce your time to think and put more complexities. It will give more creative and better options as well. The test is done in that way as well. So you have an effective work been done using with the help of AI. Again, you need to learn how to use an AI. It's not that if you skip to learn AI, you are replaced. But if you know how to get hands-on with AI, you are being evolved.
You have to move with AI.
Yes, it's a change. There will be earlier Instagram was not, and now everyone is using Facebook. People are using Facebook, but now they're using Instagram. Yes, that's a change, right? So Facebook is not being used that much nowadays. Even Instagram is used. So that's a change. The same thing. Earlier computer was not there, but now it is there. Earlier there were the cell phones, like the big telephones were there, but now we have smartphones.
Yes.
So it's been replaced who are not using, but it's been evolved who are using the smartphones, and it's been done for a good betterment only.
How do you see the future of industry with AI?
They'll be heavily invested. Like I can just say that currently companies are involving AIs for the fraud detection, safety and security. Doing this one done quickly and to track performances of candidates, to track the vote, everything like all these things are done using an AI. But it will be heavily invested. The more you use AI, the more opportunities will be created. More jobs will also be created using AI.
That's very amazing that we have to learn AI, we have to go with that and upgrade ourselves all the time.
If you see today also, like I just talk about my sister only. She's having exams, but she'll not be referring her notes. She'll be referring her ChatGPT. So that's where the change has been shifted. Earlier we used to read the books, but now the answers have been there with the ChatGPT, right?
Exact answers you can find it one click. Like really, yeah, everyone is using nowadays ChatGPT, these AI tools to facilitate their lives. Yes. So it's interesting. So we have to do that. What's the biggest lesson you learned from your journey when you joined to IT industry?
I would not say IT lesson, but a life lesson. At the end, it will be all done. No matter how you take pressure off your job, how much pressure you take off your exams, how much pressure you take off your family, how much pressure you take care of the surroundings. At one point of time, if you are having good intent, if you are good towards your work, if you have good intent, you are honest towards yourself, whatever work you are doing, it will be done at the end, no matter what. There will be a movie line, and the end is always beautiful. If it is not beautiful, it's not there. Worry too much. I don't know why am I saying this, because I'm a person who is really an overthinker. But somewhere there has been moments in my life, yes, or I have seen moments in others' life as well, that at the end it will be done. It will be all in the right places.
That's beautiful lesson, really. It should have a good hint. You have to memorize that.
And never miss an opportunity. It is something that you don't entail. If an opportunity knocks your door,
Yes, you should grab it.
you will figure out how you do it. Even if you know are not able to figure out, you will learn from the opportunity. Something you will learn.
Something there indeed.
Yes. So it's better to learn something rather than just sitting hiding. That's good. Grab the opportunity whenever you put.
Very good business that you're giving.
I love a philosopher, but I'm not.
What's a piece of advice for the people they are starting want to join in industries, especially IT? Yeah.
Focus 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours a day on your skill. Because there are a lot of people, there's a lot of competition, there's lots of competition out there. You have to be irreplaceable. Like everyone is replaceable, but you have to put yourself in such a way that you have a value in the market. So that can only be done with the skills. That cannot be done by anything else. Skills to network, skills to do some work, skills to communicate, skill to present yourself in front of anyone. So anything can be the skills, but if you know how to present yourself, how to sell yourself, you'll be able to survive a lot in this industry. So the only thing I would recommend is put a practical skill work. Do not only look at videos and just mumble all those things. Put it practically. Try different things. Even if you fail, you have a solution. Go to ChatGPT. Ask it, this is how it went wrong. What is the solution? flat solution, right?
Definitely.
Yes, so you will get the answer.
Something came to my mind. We have a lot of college, like engineering college. The people are graduating from there and going to industries, especially out industries. Like, do you think these colleges are up to that level that they are giving the skills and what's necessary for the art industries? They can teach police students or no?
Uh, I think no. Currently, the college environment is just a profit-making business. They are not focused really on building the engineers or building the youth. They are mostly focused on how they can get more admissions, how they can get more promotions, sponsors, and more students in the campus. That's it. In my experience of my journey and my few friends' journey, if you want, you have to do it on your own. You can't be dependent on the college. If you want, say anything, coding, database, communication, anything, you have to work after the college on your own self. You can't be dependent on the college that, yeah, they are teaching me, it is enough for me. No, it's not enough. The same thing is meant to be taught to each student in the India. You are not different. If you want to be different, you have to teach yourself differently. Do some course of
Working independently.
yes. Okay, and you cannot be dependent on the colleges. You cannot. You have to put your hands and legs in everywhere, wherever it is possible, and gain that skill, gain that confidence.
Yes.
The confidence is not being taught by college. It can be you can get an opportunity in the college to show the confidence, but it's not been developed there. Must get an opportunity, grab that, whether it's in the college or in the outside, wherever. Whatever opportunity is been given to you, take that, upskill yourself, be a better person than the other person, and that's where you cannot be dependent on the college and dependent on yourself.
Really, that's really a good find that you gave in. Yeah, same thing. Like many people, when they are graduating from this college or they want to join in industries, like they're confusing in their career, what to do, what should not do. What's your message for them? How they should select their pathway to career?
Okay. So one thing is clear that you should be going to finance side or the IT side. Right. If you're taking the commerce, you'll be going to finance side. Taking the engineering, you will be going to the IT side. Right. In IT, I would just drill down it. If you want to confuse that what career you should be choosing, go for the internships or go for the projects. Suppose database, front end, back end, design, 4 examples. Okay. You will confuse between these 4. Make one project of each. What you feel more comfortable, what you feel more enjoyable, go in that field.
Yeah.
And at the end, you can anyways change the field once you are in the industry. Suppose you work for 2 years, you don't feel that you don't want to do design now anymore. You want to go for front end or back end. You can change that. So it's all about how practical you are putting in. So the projects are the best way to understand that it is made for you or not. That's why you can identify. Yeah. And even if you are not able to identify, the company will give you the role that is been needed by the company and they will train you as well. So when they are training you, that's enough for you to begin that career.
At the beginning, you told, yeah, you had a dream to join in art industry. Later on that, after graduation or time of graduation from the school, you had some mentor, you taken some advice from the people, how to join, what to do to join in this industry. Yeah. Should they have a mentor also? They should go somewhere also. So
They should have.
they got that advice.
And it's not that hard to find a mentor. I found my mentor from LinkedIn. So it's not at all something that's difficult. When smileys as we are, there are people available in each profession. You can enter, everyone is available on LinkedIn. If not LinkedIn, contacts. Like you have the contacts, you have Jamaat numbers, you have education board. So I would only say that network with them, ask your problems and they will help. They are really unfree. So that's how you will be networking and find your, it's not about finding your mentor, it's about finding your solutions. And eventually you will end up as a mentor. Next to some of the mentor, like someone making themselves as a mentor of yours. It's easy. You can go for LinkedIn, go for a career, find the people.
There are a lot of programs.
Programs are there, network over there.
We have to find out from these things. Yes. Really, the people, they're searching for a path, it's a career path, life, everything. They should reach out to other people and find a solution used from others' experience.
And attend the programs which has been programs and events which will be organized. We'll get more clarity over them.
Yes. So we're slowly to the end of the program. It would be the last question that we're asking from every guest. If you want to pass one lesson to your next generation, or what it would be?
I hardly believe the balance between the things, whether it could be friends, family, spiritual, job, anything. Try to give time to each person. Do not only involve in your career have your fun, have your time, have your moments of life, enjoy it, because once you are past this age, you'll not be going back to the same age. So you will be working life, but you don't get friends lifetime. You don't get to spend the time in the family lifetime. I take 10 years away from my family. Now I'm with my family. So that's why I think my mind being inclined more towards my family. But the only thing I could say is give time to people who care for you. Put efforts where people are putting effort for you. Do whatever you like. If you fail, no worries. You will rise again. You will learn something. Be with the people where you feel happy, where you feel valued. And if you're not feeling valued, you can just go away. Take your value with yourselves. And yes. Well, it could be friends, family, colleagues, managers, anything. It applies to everyone.
Yes.
Because everyone is unique. Everyone has their own value. Everyone has their own standards. So respect your boundaries. Do whatever you like. As I said, fail, rise again. Do not hesitate to get an opportunity. Do not hesitate to start something. Do not hesitate to talk to someone and network with them. Learn whatever you get. And at the end, find a reason to smile. At the end of the day, you must have something to smile. This whole answer is out of the work. If I focus on work, then yeah, you will learn, you will fail. Talk to your team, talk to your managers, what are the solutions possible. Do not sit ideal. I see lots of my interns just blank and they do not come towards the senior members asking that what is wrong, how should this should be done. They hesitate that what if they judge us. But the senior member already was that they were also in the point of time. So that should be the normal.
Yes.
So go ask questions, clear on doubts.
Learn from them.
Learn from them.
Yeah.
If I reiterate, just focus on yourself, balance, be with people who in your life, give equal efforts to each other. Stay humble, stay with your family, stay grounded, and always have good intent because it's all about intent. And at the end, it will be all good. It will be all nice. No matter, I'm an overthinker to be honest. So how much ever you think, it like at the end, if it is happening, it will happen for good. So believe that, have that belief in God, and just have the belief.
Really, that's very, very interesting. Really amazing lessons that you are passing and you are giving for the people that are watching, and also that they can use from this experience you have from the knowledge you share with the people. And thank you so much for the joining today for the show, and really appreciate you for your insights and the whole thing that you share for the people, and especially for the people they are joining to IT industries. They can take away something from you, can learn something from you. Really, it's we're thankful of you also that you joined here.
Thank you for taking this initiative. I hope you'll be going for a lot more episodes, right?
Inshallah.
I wish you all the best because this is how I will help to the person who's in some. I wish you all the best and thank you for initiating this. And it's a really good work that you are carrying towards, and that will be helping a lot of youth in the time. Yeah, thanks so much.